Hi, welcome to Witchy Wednesdays. I'm Jacy Moonspirit.
And I'm Sings with Owls. Welcome.
And tonight we're going to do a full moon in Aquarius rune tile reading that was originally written for cards by Ethany. It is a copyrighted piece, so I wanted to just throw that out to the universe.
Yes, Ethany.
Ethany is amazing at making these
her.
card spreads, so we wanted to give this one a try since we're going to be seeing 2 full moons in Aquarius this year. So I thought we should take a look at this one and see maybe what happens at the next one.
Sounds great.
Would you like to read the questions out first or just jump right in?
I'm going to read the questions.
Okay.
All right. So, number 1, what possibilities are being offered to me right now? Number 2, what area of my life is craving freedom and experimentation? Check the suit of this card for big clues. 3, where can I be more open-minded? Number 4, what old habits, beliefs need to be released under this full moon? And number 5, where do I need to go with the flow?
Beautiful.
So back to 1, what possibilities are being offered to me right now? Where would you like to go with that, Jason?
I think our first rune is in the Viking Futharks.
Okay. What possibilities are being offered to me right now? And number 2, what area of my life is craving freedom and experimentation? Good here. For all those out there, enjoy the sound of the room. Let it calm you down. Okay. I like the way they set that up. Thank you, Anthony. I like that.
Our second rune was from the Moon Glyphs.
Okay, and number 3, where can I be more open-minded?
This is the Viking Futhark rune.
So, number 4, what old habits and beliefs need to be released under this full moon?
Moon Glyph.
I like the sound of them in this bowl. That's
fulfilling.
Yes. Number 5, where do I need to go with the flow?
Viking Futhark rune again. All right. So our first question was, what possibilities are being offered to me right now? And our first rune is a Viking rune. Sings with Owls is looking for that card for us now.
Right.
I'm pulling out our extras, but for those of you who can see, you already know what our first rune is. We'll announce it in just a second.
Okay. Almost there, guys. Hold patience. Boom.
All right. So our first rune is Pertho. Sings with Owls. Would you like to tell us what that is?
I'd love to. Pertho. Perth. Unknown. Fate. Destiny. Unknown. Pawn. Magic. Initiation. Mystery. Divine feminine. Vagina. Cup. Secret matters. And the letter P in the alphabet.
Very cool. So one of the things that I notice about this rune is that it is not just about secret matters, but I think also about hidden talents. I like to think of this as like it's a secret matter, so it's like the P in psychic.
Yeah.
Because your psychic abilities are usually hidden until you reach a point of sensitivity where they start popping up one right after the other. And it's not always a sequential movement. Sometimes it happens all at once. When this happens, especially around a full moon, you get a lot of clarity about a lot of different things in your life. It just may not always be a calm matter because it's a full moon. So it pulls everything up to the surface that needs to be worked on, and it raises the sensitivities and the emotional tensions really high. So everything bubbles right on up, including the secrets and the abilities and all of the stuff. So number 2.
Number 2, what area of my life is craving freedom and experimentation? And so we got
the Cross of Wotan.
Yeah.
So the Cross of Wotan is used as a protection symbol. I also think that it is a direction symbol because it looks like a crossroads. When I look at this tells me that I need to say a prayer, because I believe in the power of prayer, to my higher self or my higher power, that I'm divinely protected and guided as I go through this crossroads or this in-between state or this challenge, whatever it may be, and that my ancestors or my guides offer me more clarity so that I can make a good decision that serves my highest good and the highest good of all.
Can I say that when I get that, I think about storms and I think about finding my calm.
Shelter.
Yeah, finding my calm, finding my zen in the middle of all that storm.
Yeah.
And that's what that always means for me every time.
Very cool. So we're craving freedom, experimentation, and a safe place to grow.
Yes.
Neat.
So number 3, where can I be more open-minded? And so we got Moonjo. Joy, harmony, good news, success, peace, fellowship, comfort, pleasure, absence of suffering and sorrow, the letter V and W in the alphabet. This kind of looks like a P, if anybody's wondering.
I was introduced to a concept today, or reintroduced, I should say, to a concept of doing what made you happy as a kid.
Yeah.
I think that where we can all be a little bit more open-minded is with giving ourselves permission to do things that make us happy that don't harm others. If you like to finger paint when you were a kid, maybe pull out the chalks or pull out your finger paints and get to it. If you were one of those kids that like to make mud pies, go make a mud pie. Sometimes you just need to get your hands dirty. Sometimes you need to forget that you have a responsibility for just a second to let the pressure ease off.
I love that idea about breaking out the finger paints. That really resonates.
Very cool.
Number 4, what old habits and beliefs need to be released under this full moon?
So we got the rings. The rings are all about cycles, so literally old habits and beliefs. I would also say that our reactions or our patterns after somebody else makes a decision also have an impact here, because Aquarius is all about doing new things and being a revolutionary, but you also have to, when doing a revolutionary thing, kind of release any attachments you had to the way this should have panned out before.
Yes.
Because policies are going to change as the times do. And also, in a less political way, I would say that the way that we care for ourselves and others has to change. So if you, for example, made an agreement and it doesn't serve you to stay part of that agreement, you let the agreement go. If you find that the agreement serves a purpose, but for whatever reason it's grating on you, re-examine that, because the full moon's going to give you the clarity to do so. So it may be a self-imposed limitation. You may be playing into something that you may not be aware of, but Aquarius has got your back, and Aquarius is always a humanitarian. So that means there is somebody to find in your circle that will help you out of this.
Yes. Beautifully said.
Thank you.
Where do I need to go with the flow? And we got Ewas, horse, movement, transportation, change, progress, trust, loyalty, harmony, the U tree, strength, reliability, trustworthiness, teamwork, and the course of the sun, with the letter E in the alphabet.
So when this comes up this way in a reading, you can look at it a few different ways. One of them is to travel. Traveling is a very good way to get out of your own headspace. It's a great opportunity to see someplace you may not have been in a while, or even someplace very new, and see how the people there live their lives. It's also a good idea when this comes up to be more active, to be more physically invested or involved in your life situation. If you are looking at this reading for the purposes of self-care, for example, maybe this means you need to practice a new form of exercise or take your physical self-care more seriously, get a massage. get a Reiki healing. Do things that make you feel joyous and also calm. Maybe get a little bit more sleep, or maybe don't sleep so much because it's movement. Go where the rhythm takes you. Dance, flow, sing, be active. Aquarius is very big on helping people in the community and being a humanitarian, so maybe go get involved with a local charity that stands behind something you believe in and benefits the highest good of all. Whatever it is, you need to tap into that part of yourself that likes to be needed, because we all are here to serve a purpose, and this is a good time to dive into that purpose. If you're looking for clarity on that, or if you need more clarity on the reading and what it could mean in your life, reach out to us at Four of Like Kind. We would be happy to go over this with you personally. Would anyone like a free one-tile reading?
And we need a picture, please. And I'm going to light this. This is actually white sage with copal and frankincense tonight. So I'm lighting that so we can clear the set. I'm feeling creatively passionate. That's why I like these colors.
Right.
Right.
Could we take a picture? See that we have somebody joining us on Sings with Owls Instagram page. Don't see anybody on the other Instagrams yet. I do see that Mixer Whispers has messaged in for us on Facebook.
Y'all are cool. Viking cool. What did you think of the read tonight? Good read?
Oh, yeah. I like that.
It's always nice to see what happens between Wednesday and Thursday, between the two different.
And it also says, like, what area of life is craving freedom and experimentation across the globe, which means you need to be
all your options.
Chaotic, too.
Mm-hmm.
To not say the normal things.
Well, we are very multidimensional beings.
Exactly.
That's why we specialize in multidimensional self-care.
Alrighty, guys. So if you would like a one rune pull, please message in now.
Shout out to Anthony for this beautiful spread that we used for tonight's reading. I'll have one day.
Would you like this or this?
I think the Viking runes this week.
Viking.
What did I get?
Let's see here.
I don't see that one too often.
This is the backwards Z one. And we don't get this often at all. So we're glad we do.
Oh, we get AWAS.
AWAS. U, stability, flexibility, defense, rune magic, horse, transportation, and partnership. Letter E in the alphabet.
That's funny. Let's have you
Pretty cool.
later.
That's ironicness. Ironicisms. Okay.
Harmony.
All right.
Mixer Whispers has requested a rune for their first day at their new job tomorrow.
Okay. This one's mine.
Here you go. Just want to just drop that there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Sings with Owls has Fehu, just cattle, wealth, assets, possessions, goods, vital community wealth, money, luck, abundance, fertility, and the letter F in our alphabet. Very
Wonderful.
cool rune. Very auspicious.
Okay. And you want Viking?
Whichever one seems like it's popping out.
I'm going to give you two. So you pick one of those. This one. Ooh, that's not.
Ooh, we got JK just in time. JK, would you like a witch rune or a Viking Futhark rune? Okay. Very cool. So you go ahead and tell them about the Viking rune, and then I'll jump in.
All right. So we got Hagalas for you, which is hail, sleet, disruption, sudden change, pay attention, hailstorm, loss, destruction, change, wrath of nature, and the letter H.
I feel like the change aspect is what really stood out on that one.
Yes.
It's funny you say that because your Moonglyph rune was the last quarter, which is something that signifies a time where you let go of any expectations you had for what your potentials could have been up to this point, and you step in with a fresh perspective. So anything you have on you related to your money, anything you have on you that you put on yourself about your potentials as whatever the role is, and any expectations you have about what it's going to be like afterward. Because sometimes with decision making for me, I'm like, what am I going to feel like after I make this choice? What am I going to feel like after the first day? Am I going to be super drained? Is this going to be really exhausting? Or am I going to have a good time and feel recharged and reinvigorated? So it's all about the way you choose to see things at this point. That kind of shuts the doors and opens up more possibilities.
Would you guys like a free rune tonight?
JK has requested a witch rune tonight.
Okay.
Ooh, getting a shoulder pop.
Ooh.
Very nice. JK, you got man. Man, I think in your situation refers to the same principle as the Manas rune that we got in tonight's reading. I think that it is about movement and what we call yang energy, which is action energy. This is the fiery side of yourself that taps into creative play, being up and active, building stamina, things like that are very important during this kind of a cycle. I would also say that maybe you may have been a little bit too feminine, and the things that will come up to the surface for you during the full moon in Aquarius could have more to do with your yang action side. So maybe it's more clarity about what steps in action to take. I think it's very auspicious for you because we also look at male as strength to a certain degree. So this is a physical strength. It lets you know that you and your body can make it through whatever this cycle is. Just continue to focus on that kind of care and take yourself seriously. Not too seriously, but seriously.
Finger paint if you want.
Finger paint if you want to.
I love that. That made me nervous. So, anyone else out there? I know there's somebody over here watching. I can't read the name from here. I'm sorry, I do not have my glasses on.
It says Diana 51.
So, Diana, would you like a free rune?
You're welcome, JK. Glad to hear from you.
We're glad you called us tonight.
And that we can see the comments this week.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pull one more rune for tomorrow for the main crowd. And let us know if you want that free rune. We'll pull you one. Okay. You get one free.
Pretty sweet deal.
Okay.
So our rune for tomorrow is romance. This is a day where we want to find the beauty and love in every aspect of life tomorrow. Whether that is just going out of your way to be nice to the old lady as she's crossing the street, or offering to put an old lady's groceries in her car, or maybe even take them out. These are those kinds of just acts of selflessness that we don't even think about, because when we see love and beauty in the world, we take that in and we repeat that. It's like if you give someone your smile, it multiplies. You go out into the universe and you spread that. It's also a good time for us to look at the way we are loving ourselves and see how that may be mirroring itself in other aspects of our lives. So, for example, if we really love that we're capable of doing a specific aspect of our job, that becomes something that manifests itself more often in our positions. If there are certain things that we don't love, they'll come up more as a cycle. So we'll get our balance back up again. And then in times where things are super heightened, you usually get more of a test vibe. So you throw love at that. I throw love at all of it and gratitude at all of it, because even if it's a little bit of a trying situation, there's something I can appreciate about a challenge. Whether it's just that I survived that and I got through it and there was minimal damage, it's a something.
Something you learn from it.
So find your positives, everybody, and look for the love and beauty in your life tomorrow, and share that with everybody that you love. Share us with people you love if you would like to, if you think they would enjoy it. So we've got lots of good stuff to share.
Okay. So join us tomorrow for Tarot Talk Thursday. You can get a free card.
Absolutely.
And I hope you have a great evening. And peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings, everyone. See you tomorrow night. Tomorrow at some point.
Right.